So recently I was on TikTok and I noticed that this trend was going around where people were buying this pink sauce and test eating it, but it was always coming back weird. If you look at this image, right, see how it's supposed to look, it's pink and everything like that, but then this is what people actually got. It's kind of yellowy, whitish, you know what I mean? And do not eat that because that has milk in it, and that wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't burning hot outside. And you know what, that also wouldn't be an issue if it was in a closed area that was very, very cold, but it's not. It's only in these plastic bags that will only get hotter and hotter. And that wouldn't be an issue if there wasn't something called spoiled milk, and that is a problem because there are bacteria in that spoiled milk that can basically kill you. Yes, this isn't a game. If you order this, you can possibly die, so just don't order it. That's that simple. Just don't order it. And if you do order it, again, I'll just remind you that it'll show up looking like this instead of this. This is what it's supposed to look like and not like that. What it looks like there is it's supposed to be pink, and right there it's actually yellow and white when it comes to you. So cool, isn't that cool that you can basically die from that because of the spoiled milk? It's not good to buy this because some people have bought it and it's exploded out of the package, and yes, it is pink in that image, but you want to know something? It's still spoiled because of how hot it got because it exploded. Also, if you want to taste this and you want to get this, just go to your local grocery store and get pink dye and get ranch sauce and then mix those two together and it'll taste the exact same. The only reason I know that is because it is literally ranch, just pink. That's it. And then you'll not risk the chance of, dying because you wanted to try this from TikTok. Again, it's from a platform that started the fire trend where you light yourself on fire for views. So yeah, just don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Well, I'm gonna hand this video over to Crucimicks. Go subscribe to him.
Hello, my little freaks. My name is Crucimicks, and I've taken over this here video. Don't mind the intrusion, but I have to talk about the absolute wretchedness that is this sauce. As we all know, whenever there's a disgusting fluid on the internet, the first person you call is me, Crucimicks, because I love disgusting fluids. I've gotten cholera 3 times. So what we got here is a little substance called the pink sauce. These TikTok freakazoids absolutely clamor for this stuff. But before we get into what the sauce is, I want you to see what the sauce does. Exhibit A, what we have here I believe to be a tumor, maybe a raw chicken breast covered in blood, maybe a little bit of cheese just gone sour. I can't really tell what's going on here. I'm a little bit threatened by it. The fact that she's wearing gloves for this is really unsettling. It just tells me the worst is happening. Actually, no, it's apparently none of those things. It's not an eldritch beast that's been like ripped off the belly of another slightly larger beast. It's none of those things. It's not a rotting chicken breast. It's actually just an exploded dipping sauce that's been sitting in the sun. This is kind of what I imagine Patrick's arm would look like if he tried to fist SpongeBob in one of those disgusting little sponge holes he has. You know what I'm talking about? Those nice round circular orifices. What really pulls it all together though is the burnt thing in the middle. Like everything around it is like pink and yellow, but then the very center you see this crunchy looking bit that's just like this hard, very, very like crystallized looking kind of brown. Boy howdy, that looks appetizing. But if you want to see something even more delicious, why don't we take a look at my next picture? As you can plainly see, it's captioned "smelled rotten," which yeah, big surprise. I really couldn't imagine that's the smell that would be attributed to something that looks like this. I mean, that's out of this world. That's absolutely outlandish. This looks like one of those weird Japanese snacks. Look at the curd of the sauce, the way it kind of forms into these little rice-like shapes. I would just love to take a bite of this thing that's supposed to be liquid. This is kind of like the milk equivalent of whenever a bunch of gummy bears kind of melt together and you gotta reach into the bottom of the bag and just take a bite out of one giant clump. Now I've got a label here. I can finally get into what this sauce is. It says the pink sauce, the infamous dipping sauce that everyone's raving about. I don't think infamous is really the tagline you want to throw on your fucking sauce, guys. They say our mission is to excite your taste buds with flavor. They didn't say an ER, they just put an A, like Flava Flav, like it's the 90s and the Spice Girls are back in town. It's everybody's favorite time to just suck on this pink curd. Now, if it was Jalen making this sauce, there would definitely be a hard R there. Oh, would you look at the time? Looks like I'm kind of running out here. So my name is Crucimicks. If you enjoyed anything that you heard today, like my voice or maybe my jokes, please definitely check out my channel. Thank you to Raiden for letting me steal his video for a little bit, and just thanks in general. I love you guys. Goodbye.